Hi friends, and today we are going to discuss account current from ICA study material. Example sum we are going to discuss. So here this, of course, all the illustrations and all the practical questions that have been uploaded with complete theory part. Why we are discussing this particular example sum today? So because account current you can work out by both the methods, forward method and backward method. Right now I have done the products method, which is forward method, means calculation of number of days from the due date to the settlement date. But you can work out backward method also, which is called epoch method. So I would like to discuss here this example sum by forward method, by backward method also. So when you work out by forward method, we know already very well, but while doing the backward method, and we have to follow certain important points to be taken care of. First, let us solve this particular problem by the normal regular forward method. Later we can work out backward method with the small changes. Okay, right. So let us see that from the following particulars, make out an account current to be rendered by Mr. X. Means X is preparing account current, he is sending to Y. Who will prepare the account current? His name should be written always at the end. So here it is rendered by X, so X name should be written at the end. He is preparing Y account, so heading will be Y in account current with Mr. X. X is preparing Y account. You have to always think transactions from the X point of view. You behave like X while recording the transactions, and easy to simple to write. So up to December 31st 2016 at the rate of 18% per annum. Forward and backward method both are required here. Example sum ICA study material, page number 6.97. So let us solve this example method. First A, forward method. So later we can work out the backward method, which is called epoch method. So which is very important, epoch method, from the examination point of view, and many a time given this epoch method. Okay, right. Let us see that from X point of view. Let us record all the transactions here one by one. 1/7/2016 it is given that balance owing. What does it mean, owing? Owing means due. Owe or due, both are same. Balance owing by Y, which means amount due from Y or due by Y. We have to receive, he is a debtor. Right there 1/7/2016. To balance brought down. To balance brought down, right in the amount column 600. Obviously, when separate due date not given, you can take the same date as a due date. Let us calculate the number of days from this date to the settlement date, forward method, normally. But because it is a opening balance, and that day also should be considered. In the July 31 days are there. August, September, October, November, December. Look at the total number of days, it looks 184 days. Multiply 184 into 600 to get the product 1,10,400. 1,10,400. Go to the next transaction. Only just 4 transactions are given, that's all. Okay, 37/2016 goods sold to Y. Goods sold to Y. Simply Y account data to sales. 37/2016. Right there, 2 sales. 2 sales, amount 300. Amount 300. Separately it is given 1 month credit period is allowed. 37/16, 1 month means 38/2016. Exactly 1 month you have to, need not to add any grace days. Only for bill you have to add the grace days. Whenever credit period is given, just you have to add the respected period only. Need not to add the grace days. Okay. So that let us calculate from 30 August 2016 to 31st December 2016. I think in the August one more day is there. September 30, October 31, November 30, December 31. Look at the number of days, 123. 123 into 300. Get the product 36,900. Look at the next transaction, 1/8/2016 goods purchased from Y. Entry purchase account data to Y. In the Y account, buy purchases. 1/8/2016 buy purchases. Buy purchases 200 rupees. 200 rupees. So 1 month credit period. 1 month credit period means 192, exactly 1 month to be added. 1/9/2016. So calculate from the due date to the settlement date. In September 29 days are there, October 31, November 30, December 31. Total 121 days are there. 121 into 200. Look at the product, 24,200. Product is 24,200. 1/9/2016. Cash received from Y. Cash account data to Y. In the Y buy cash. 1/9/2016. Buy cash 100 rupees. When separate due date not given, the transaction date itself is the due date. 1/9/2016. Already we calculated earlier. Same here also, same 121. 100 into 121, 12,100. 12,100. Last one is Mr. Y accepted X draft for 3 months. Okay, a bill drawn. Y accepted means we have drawn the bill and he accepted the bill, means that is our bills receivable. Bills receivable account data to Y. In the Y by bills receivable, 1/9/2016. By bills receivable. This is a 3 months bill. 1/9/2016 means September 1st, October 1st, November 1st, December 1st. 3 grace days. December 4th. 4/12/2016. 3 grace days to be added to the bill, undoubtedly. December 4th to December 31st. Number of days 27. 400 into 27. 10,800. Okay, so that's all. No more items. All the transactions are completed. We need to work out the balance of product first. So this is all already we have done in the normal manner. We know very well how to work out the forward method. So debit product is looking more. Go for total 1,10,400 plus 36,900. 1,47,300. 1,47,300 minus 24,200 minus 12,100 minus 10,800. The balance of product is 1,02,000. So this is to be done on so books to be closed on 31st December 2016. By balance of products, by balance of products 1,02,000. Okay, now let us calculate the interest is equal to balance of products by 365 into rate by 100, rate 18%, 8 by 18 by 100. Balance of product 1,02,000 by 365 into 18 by 100. This is what rate by 100 or 18 by 100. So here you may write it as 18 is a rate. While writing formula, you can write like a rate by 100. Okay, right. 1,02,000 by 365 into 18%. Look at the interest 49.41. 49.41. You may take it 49 rupees. Credit product is more. Balance of product which is in credit side means debit product is more. He is a debtor and that interest is our income. Debit, he is you can make him as a debtor. Interest is our income. Mr. Y account data to interest account. In the Mr. Y to interest. To interest. Write in the amount column 49 rupees. Just you can balance simply. The debit product debit amount is looking more 949. Write the same 949 minus 700, 249. By balance carried on, to balance brought down. By balance carried down, to balance brought down 249. This is what we can say forward method. Okay, so this is already, even all the earlier sums also we have done by the same method. Now we can work out the same example problem by the reverse method, epoch method, which is called backward method. So whatever the way we worked out by the forward method, so backward method is also quite similar, but few changes you have to consider. Let us see that. So same, you can put the heading like Mr. Y in account current with Mr. X up to 31st December 2016 at the rate of 18% per annum interest you have to consider, but which is a backward method, which is also called epoch method. And you can check it, whatever the entries, you can check it where we have done the forward method. So there was debit side only one balance amount and one transaction, credit side three transactions are there. So balance plus one transaction 2, and of course three transactions on the other side. The same, okay, only the date of transaction, entry posting, due date, amount, it will be same. Even the other side also, date of the transaction, posting of the entry, due date, amount is same. Just like all this is like a copy paste. There is no, whatever the work you have done here by given transactions, and you have to read the entry and you have to post the entry either debit side of the credit side of the Mr. Y account. That is quite same. Only the difference is, let us see what is the difference between forward method and backward method, epoch method. In the forward method, what we have done, we actually counted the number of days from every due date to the settlement date. From every due date to the settlement date, and we calculated the number of days. But here it is not like that, and you have to take that first due date, whatever the opening balance is there, for that opening due date you have to take like the base date. From this opening due date, every transaction from the due date to this date you have to normally from here to there you have to calculate the number of days. From here, for every transaction from the due date to the opening date you have to calculate, which means backward. And obviously 1/7/2016 to 1/7/2016 the number of days will come 0, product also will be 0. Number of days 0, product also will be 0. Number 1/7/2016 to 1/7/2016. And even next transactions also, and all the 1, 2, 3, 4, all these transactions in the forward method, what we generally work out, from this date to this date we used to work out, not like that, from this date to this date, backward. All these are backward method. Okay, so that whatever the opening balance due date is there, that date should be taken like a base date. Every due date from every transaction from the due date to the opening balance due date you have to calculate number of days. Obviously for opening balance this is the due date and you have to calculate to this date only. So the number of days will be 0, product also will be 0. Moreover, another very important point in backward method, while calculating from the transaction due date to the opening balance due date in the reverse manner, even we know that whenever you calculate from opening balance to any date or any particular date to opening balance date also should be considered. So that here all the transactions you are going to calculate from the due date to opening balance day. Therefore, balance day also should be considered in all the cases. Okay, right. So I would like to calculate from here to here, 30th August 2016 to 1/7/2016. I would like to calculate the number of days. Look at that, in July 31 days are there, but of course 30, as I said that first day also should be taken, because every transaction to be calculated from the due date to opening balance due date. So balance date also should be considered here. Therefore, in the July 31 and August 30, look at the total number of days. Here it is 61, number of days 61, and multiply the product. 61 into 300, the product is 18,300. Product is 18,300. Come back to this due date, 1/9/2016 to 1/7/2016 you have to calculate. Otherwise here to there, no problem. So in July how many days? 31, August 31, September 1. Total number of days 63. And multiply the 200 into 63. 12,600. 12,600. Similarly, from this due date to and the opening balance due date, you have to calculate. Otherwise, you can calculate here to there also, no problem. In the July 31, of course, same 1/9/2016. So the number of days would be same 63. It is 6300. 6300. Okay. Next one, again from this due date to this due date, you have to calculate backward, or from this due date to that due date also you may calculate. In the July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31, November 30, December 4, 157 days. 157 into 400, multiply the amount to get the product. 60 to 800 is the product. Okay, so therefore everywhere from the due date to the settlement date you have to calculate, but here is from the due date, so to the opening balance due date you have to calculate. So reverse manner you have to travel. Okay, and another point is, because you are going to calculate every transaction till the opening balance due date, that balance due date also should be considered. Okay. Second, another significant point, if in forward method we know that opening balance, actually in the forward method, for the opening balance we used to take complete number of days we have to consider. There is a big amount of product will be there in the forward method. But in the closing balance we usually we will not calculate. Why? Because closing balance means, say example 31st December 2016 of closing balance. So closing balance to closing balance, number of days 0, product will be 0. Which means in the opening balance, in the forward method, very big total number of days considered to calculate the product of the first balancing figure. Closing balance figure usually we ignore because it will be 0. But here opening balance is 0 in the backward method, opening balance is 0. For the closing balance you have to calculate the total number of days. Closing balance you can recognize it is 900, that is 700. 200 is a closing balance. For the closing balance you have to calculate for the total number of days at the end of the period, that is 31st December 2016. We can say that this is product of by product of balance. Product of balance. You can put the star mark here. So actually this is a very very significant point which you have to consider. In the forward method, for the opening balance, from the opening balance to the settlement date, complete number of days we used to take, a big product will come for the entire days. Closing product will be 0 because closing balance, closing date will be same, number of days 0, product will be same, product will be 0. Completely here reverse. For opening balance it would be 0. For closing balance you have to take the total number of days for closing balance. Therefore what is the closing balance here? 200 into, take the total number of days. Total number of days which is from July 1st. So July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31, November 30, December 31. Total number of days 183. Okay, write only in the product column, not in the amount column. Don't write anything, because if you write there and it will be simply both sides will be tallied. Okay, only just to write that product I am going to write here. Okay, 200 into 183, 36,200. Look at the number of days once again. July 31, July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31, November 30, December 31. 184 days. Sorry, this is 183 days. Not 183 days. It is 184 days. Okay. Right. Now let us see that 200 into 184 days. 200 into 184 days. 36,800. So this is a very very important point, which is we call by product of balance. Product of balance. For total number of days you have to work out this one. Okay, in the forward method, for opening balance, complete number of days product, closing balance 0 product. But here is opening balance 0 product, for closing balance complete number of days to be considered. Okay, 36,800. Right. So now let us go to the balance of product as usual. Look at that, credit side is looking more. Look at the total, 12,600 plus 6,300 plus 62,800 plus 36,800, 1,18,500. Right here, 1,18,500, 1,18,500. Right there, two balance of product, 31st December 2016, two balance of products. Two balance of product, 1,18,500 minus 18,300. You may check it, 1,02,000. Balance of product in the same, in the forward method also, the same balance of product is there. Even here also balance of product same. But the balance of product, we can see that in the forward method that side. But obviously in the backward method, it is written in this side. Okay. Now you have to calculate the interest. Even interest part also, normally what we say, if balance credit side, balance of product credit side, debit side is more, he is a debtor, and we can write the entry y to interest. Interest is our income and make the y is a debtor. But here in the reverse manner. So the balance of products debit side means he is a debtor for us. Therefore you can write y account debtor to interest. In the y to interest, you may calculate like this: 1,02,000 by 360 by 366 into rate by 100. Rate by 100, 18%, 18 by 100. 18 by 100. Okay, so total number of days you may take it. 2016, 1,02,000 by 366 into rate by 100, 18%. 1,02,000 by 366 into rate by 100, 18 by 100. Look at that, the product is 49 point something. We can take it 49 rupees. 49 rupees, write in the amount column. Okay, you may write in the denominator as 365 days or 366 days, no problem. So because it is a leap year, you may take 366 days. 2016 is a leap year, and so that you may take the 366 days you may consider. Okay, so but here actually no date, we started only on July 1st. It is ended on December 31st 2016. So, and of course it was considered 365, but you may take 366 also, no problem. The same amount will come 36. Okay, 949 balance of amount, 949. Simply go for buy balance carry down. Buy balance carry down, 249. Buy balance carry down. Of course, two balance brought down, 249. Okay, so now this is the simple way, and to work out that in the backward method, forward method, backward method, both are very same. Only in the backward method, number of days to be calculated from every due date to the opening balance due date. First point, because you are calculating to opening balance, that day also should be considered. Second point, at the end of the period, normally in the forward method, for the opening balance, total number of days considered to calculate the product. Closing balance, it would be 0. But here opening is 0. For the closing balance amount, you have to take the for complete days as a product. That is additional point. And go to the balance of product. Obviously, in the forward method, opposite to the balance of product, we used to write interest, but here you have to write in the same side. Just you can balance carry forward, brought forward. And in generally in leap year, you may take 366 days, normal year 365. Even in the leap year also, if you take 365, there is no problem, and you can make a note for that. Okay, right. So bye. We can discuss the next problem in the next class.